All right, if you got a treadmill card, you know the deal. Place it on the bottom left-hand side of that treadmill. Once you get out there, click that green start button. We'll take it to a 1% incline, about 3 to 4 miles per hour. Tapping on a rower, go ahead and get strapped in at the widest part of the field, baby. The ladies, remember 5 to 7 holes showing. That's all we got here. Nobody wants to go on a rower today? There you go. So go ahead and get strapped in on the widest part of the feet over on those rowers. Again, ladies, 5 to 7 holes showing on those foot plates. My men, 2 to 5 arm lengths on the top left-hand side of that screen. Let's go ahead and turn it on and start rowing here. So remember that order. You're going to drive with those legs, lean back and core, and then pull in with those arms. And you'll back in that opposite order, arms, core, and then legs. A little tip there, make sure not to bend those legs until the bar passes over the knees on your way back. Over on the treadmills, let's go ahead and start bringing it into base pace. So you're power walking 1 to 3% of the incline with a 3.5 to 4.5 miles per hour. Joggers, runners will hold that 1% incline. Joggers 4.5 to 5.5 miles per hour. The runners 5.5 and greater. Challenging maneuver efforts. We'll get those heart rates up into that green zone in 3, 2, 1, space. Got another minute here, then rowers, we're going to switch into the weight floor. Just good, I need a little more green up on that screen. Pull on those rowers. Get about 3 more big pulls in. Nice. All right, go ahead and re-rack those handles. Make your way to the weight floor. Same stations number as you switch. You'll find those numbers on the top all the way across. Treadmills you're holding base. Alright, so how it's going to work, you got a 7.5 minute block here. We're going to start with those half get-ups, and we'll go into those single leg squats. When you're doing that half get-up, you're going to come onto the floor, laying on your back, you'll have one knee bent. Same arm is going to be fully extended up in the air. You're going to have your other arm right there next to you. Try not to keep it out too wide. You want it right next to you. That's an assistance on the way up. You're going to come onto that elbow first, coming up with the core at the same time, and then extend all the way that bottom arm. So come back down onto the elbow, and then release all the way down, come in 1 vertebrae at a time. So get it real quick, up and down just like that. Option there, you can do it without weight. I recommend if you've never done it before, you do it without weight first. So 6 on each side, then we're going to go over to the straps and do a single leg squat. So with this one, you're going to hold the straps. One foot is going to go in the air as you squat down with that other foot, going directly downwards and then standing up all the way. Try to get those hips below the knees as you come down, and then stand it up all the way, locking out those hips at the top. Try not to come back when you're doing it. You want to be able to come straight down. Option there, just give me a regular squat. You'll start with 6 reps of that one, go up 2 reps in round. If you get to 12, keep on going at 12 reps. So 7.5 minutes there. Questions, let me know. If not, let's do it. Alright, over on the treadmills, giving a 2-minute push into a 1-minute all out. So a quick little treadmill block here. If you're power walking, you'll be at 5% or greater on the incline. My joggers runners about 1 to 2 miles per hour over your base pace. Now this is an uncomfortable pace here. Someone's going to work our heart rate up into that orange zone. So let's hit it in 3, 2, 1, and push. That arm to assist you on the way up. Going onto that elbow first and then extend all the way. There you go, treadmills. Nice work on that push. And then on 1 minute, we got another minute after that. Now we're taking it right into a 1 minute all out. We'll get into that all out power walkers. You'll be at 10% or greater. Joggers and runners at least 2 miles per hour over that base pace. Once we're done, we're going to switch over to the rowers. The weight floor with that single leg squat. You want to come straight down while keeping that knee behind the toe. Other leg is in the air. Try to get as straight as possible. There you go, move it over. Once you're done, right back to those half get-ups. Treadmills all on in 30 seconds. Let's do treadmills, 1 all out, power walkers, 10% or greater in 3, 2, 1, all out. Go Ryan, nice work. Efforts on those treadmills. Got a couple 9s, couple 6s, couple 7s. Last 30. Oh, you told me that was playing. Hold the treads, last 10. Treadmills, walking down in 3, 2, 1, recover. Give yourself about 10 to 15 seconds here to walk it down, and then we're going to make our way over the rowers. Same station, I'm ready to switch. Weight floor, keep it moving. You still got 4.5 minutes left. So again, treadmills, we're going over to the rowers. Got about a minute here to switch. So start making our way over there. Again, same station number as you switch. Remember to strap yourself in at the widest part of the feet on the top left-hand side of that screen. So how it's going to work here, you're going to start off with a 100-meter row. Once you're done, you're going to do 10 power squats to front presses. Once you finish that, you're going to repeat it, going up 50 meters every time. You got a total of 3 minutes work here. And when you're doing that power squat to front press, you're going to hold the medicine ball up against your chest, go down into the squat, jump up, and then come out with the ball at the same time. Option there, you can just give me a squat and a press. So again, starting with that 100-meter row. Remember Remember how far you get, because we're going to match your beat it in that next rowing block. Starting with that 100-meter row, let's keep it under 30 seconds. The lead rower is 20 seconds or less. Going in 3, 2, 1, go! Remember, going up 2 reps every round with those single leg squats. Remember, you're going to go down in the squat, jump out, and then throw the ball out in front of you. Don't actually throw the ball. Come out in front of you with the ball. There you go, nice work. Just 10 reps. Once you're done, back to that rower. And go 150 meters on that next one. Wait, Floyd, you got 2 minutes left. Get at least one more round in. There we go, all the way with that bottom. All the way up. There you go. So again, when you get back to that rower, 150 meters. Remember that order there. Legs for arms, back in the opposite order. Arms for legs. Nice and explosive here since we're working with short distances. So 1 quick second on the way back to that start position for a nice and slow 2 seconds. Last minute, both sides. There's another 10 reps of power squats, 2 front presses. Once you're down back to that rower for 200 meters. Oh, that's 30. Let's turn up here. Alright, let's drive it down both sides in 3, 2, 1, recover. So we're on the rowers, we're going back over to the treadmills. Wait for moving on to the next block. So once you get back onto that treadmill, go ahead and bring it in a base pace. Get the next block started in just 8 minutes. Over on the weight floor, you got a 9.5 minute block here. We're going to start it off with that single arm clean 2 press. Grab the dumbbell for that one. Feet are going to be about shoulders length apart. Pinch and tuck the shoulder blades in the back. You're keeping that arm nice and straight as you come down in that squat. Use your hips to thrust up with the dumbbell, and then you're going to keep your dumbbell close to the body, and then elbow nice and high. Coming up, come under the dumbbell, and then take it right into a press, using that momentum of your body to get it up. So again, real quick, it's going to look like that. Option there, you can give me a squat, curl, and press. 6 on each side, then we're going to take it into our sumo goblet squat. So going nice and wide with the feet, toes are going to be pointed outwards. Again, keeping that back nice and straight. Throw the hips back, get down low in that spot. Stand up all the way, locking out those hips over the top. Again, coming down, locking out all the way to the top. Option there you can do without weight. Make sure you're going up 2 reps every round. Then we got our alternating jumping lunges. Nice and big step back. That's the start. You're going to jump off that front foot and then alternate back and forth for 12 reps. Option there, this can be a reverse lunge. So every time you switch, that's 1 for 12 total. 9.5 minutes to work on that one. Questions, let me know. If not, let's do it. Ladies, let's go about 8 pounds or more there, but men 12 or more. All right, treadmills, we're going to copy that first treadmill block. The 2-minute push into a 1-minute all out. We'll do a 1-minute recovery after that, and then take it into a 1 minute all out. So match intervening that previous 2-minute push into a 1-minute all out. Your power walk at 5% or greater. In that push, let's do it in 3, 2, 1, push. Remember, when you're doing that sumo goblet squat, you want to be wide with those feet. Activate a little more of the glutes when we do that one. The palm facing upwards, holding that dumbbell. On those jumping lunges, keep that front knee behind the toe at all times, going up and down. It's 12 reps total, so every time you switch, that's 1. Trippers, got about a minute left here, then we're going to take it into a 1-minute all out. We're matching or beating those previous efforts. Good work. Treadmills all out in 20 seconds. Treadmills, let's do it. 1 all out. Power walkers, 10% or greater in 3, 2, 1, all out. Hold it, chance, last 20. Hold it, chance, almost there. And drop it down in 3, 2, 1. Recover. Wait for still working. Yeah, 6.5 minutes left. The treadmills, you got 1 minute to walk it down, then we're taking it into a 1 minute all out. Once we're done, we're going to go back to that rower. Repeat that roll block. Also, no push before this all out, so let's make sure we're going just a little bit harder as we go into this next all out. Going to 30. Our wait for it, trying to be as explosive as possible with these movements. Treadmills going in 15. Treadmills, let's do it. Power walkers again. 10% or greater in 3, 2, 1, all out. Everybody naked. She really doesn't like the way. Now really into vegetation. Take Short there, treads, last 20. Nice, I see a 10 over there. Ooh, 2 10s. Last 10. Treadmills, lock it down in 3, 2, 1, recover. Weight floor still moving. The treadmills, we got about 90 seconds to switch over to the rowers. You're still about 10 to 15 seconds coming off of that treadmill. All right, let's do it. Don't tap that sound button. Start making your way back over to a rower. All right, so how it's going to work, we're going to repeat that last rower block that we did. This time I want you going further than you did last time. All right, so remember where you got last time? Let's try to go a little bit more on this next one here. We have about 15 seconds till we get it started. You start, keep rolling. Actually, you know what, just hold down that on button, make sure that screen is zeroed out. Let's do it, rollers, going in 3, 2, 1, go! 3 minutes left on both sides. Get better with those cleaner presses, weight floor. There you go, rowers. When you get back to that rower, 150 meters. Challenge yourself here. Remember, you're trying to go further than you did on that last rower block. 2 minutes left, both sides. Let's hit the gas here, last minute, both sides. There you go, rowers, good hustle. Remember, you want to be fast on the way back in that row. 1 quick second, then 2 seconds to that returning position. Last 30, both sides. Once we're done here, rowers, you're going over to the weight floor. Weight floor, we're going to go over to the rowers. Let's scratch that rowers. We're going to go over to the treadmill. And 3, 2, 1, and done. Alright, so if you're over on a rower, wipe down your rower real quick. I'll have some wipes on your water tanks. And then you're going to hold on to that wipe, make your way over back to the treadmill. We got one more treadmill block, and then we're going to come back. Or we're going to go into the weight floor. Weight floor, wipe down your stations, and then make your way over to a rower. So again, wiping down your stations over on the weight floor. If you're going on a treadmill, bring it at a base pace. Don't let that heart rate drop too low. Hustle on over to those rowers. Got about 30 seconds to show you all this. Alright, so you're going to start off with a 100-meter row. Once you're done, 10 power squats to front presses. You'll use the medicine ball with that. Just repeat it, going up 50 meters on that row every time you get back to that rower. When you're doing that front press or power squat to front press, you're going to hold the medicine ball up against your chest, get down nice and slow in that squat, jump it up, and then come out with the medicine ball at the same time. Option there, just squat and press. You got 3 minutes to work there. You're going to start at the same time as the treadmills. Treadmills, we're going to repeat that first block, 2-minute push into a 1 minute all out. I want your best efforts here on this one. Let's do it both sides in 3, 2, 1, push. Let's do it almost at that halfway points. There you go, rowers. Once you're done, 10 power squats, 2 front presses. You don't have to jump the feet together, just squat, jump up, straight up and down. Right to a press as you come up. There it is, weight floor, nice work. Treadmills, 1 more minute on this push, and then we're going 1 minute all out. Go rowers, once you're done, back to that rower for 150 meters. Just adding 50 meters on that row. Hustle there, short distances, nice and explosive with that power. Treadmills all out pace in 20 seconds. Alrighty, let's do the last minute, both sides. Treadmills taking it all out in 3, 2, 1, all out. Alright, once you get back, another row for 200 meters this time. Adding another 50 meters. Try to remember where you leave off here with match your beats on the next one. Last 30, both sides, into that tank. So boost it up here. Finish strong this last block before the switch. 15 seconds. Chop it down both sides in 3, 2, 1, recover. Alright, that is the halfway points. Up in the rowers, you don't have to wipe it down, you're coming back there. Do not wipe it down over on the rowers, don't worry about that. You're going to come back after the first treadmill block. If you're on a treadmill, you're coming into the weight floor. About 10 to 15 seconds to come off that treadmill. And the weight floor, our rowers, you guys are going over to the treadmill. Same station number as you switch. Alright, so again, treadmills, you're coming into the weight floor. Rowers over to the treadmills. Once you get on that treadmill, go ahead and bring it into base pace. Power walkers, you'll be at 1 to 3% of the incline with a 3.5 to 4.5 miles per hour. But joggers, runners, you're going to hold 1% on that incline. Joggers, 4.5 to 5.5 miles per hour. Runners, 5.5 and greater. Go ahead and get there. Keep that heart rate high. Don't let it drop too low. Weight floor, we got a 7.5 minute block here. We're going to start it off with half get-ups. If you've never done this one before, I recommend starting it without weight first. So how it's going to work, you're going to lay down on the floor, bend one leg, other arm, or same arm is going to be completely extended. You'll have your other hand on the side to help you up. Come onto that elbow first and then extend all the way with that bottom arm. Keeping that other arm extended the whole time, you'll come down onto your elbow and then roll down one vertebrae at a time. So again, coming up and down for 6 reps. Once you're done, 6 on the other side. Again, your option there is doing it without weights. Then we got our single leg squats. So grabbing the straps by the handles. The arms are going to be fully extended. You're going to put one foot in the air, other leg is going to squat down. You want to come straight down, keeping the hips below the knees as you come down, and then locking out the hips over the top. Try to keep that front, or that squatted knee behind the toe as you come up and down there. Option there, just give me a regular squat. We'll start with 6 reps, going up 2 reps every round. Again, 7.5 minutes to work. Any questions, let me know. If not, let's do it. Over on the treadmills, 2-minute push into a 1-minute all out. If you're power walking, you'll be at 5% or greater on that push. But joggers and runners, about 1 to 2 miles per hour. Over that base pace, let's hit it in 3, 2, 1, push. Uncomfortable pace around those treadmills. Sort those heart rates up into the orange zone. Remember that you're doing a 1-minute all out right after this push. Wait for I will take an option of you not using the bottom hand to help you up. Then you can do it. Keep that arm fully extended as you come up and down. Treadmills, 1 more minute on the push. Treadmills all out in 30 seconds. Power walkers, you'll be at 10% or greater. Jockeys, runners, at least 2 miles per hour over that pace. Wait for it. Try to take your time with these single-legged squats if you've never done them before. The tough movements. Treadmills, let's do a perfect song. Drop it. 3, 2, 1, all out. Treadmills, last 30. Once you're with this all out around the channels, they're going over to those rowers. That's their last 15. Wait for it, keep it moving. You're coming up on 4.5 minutes left. Treadmills, lock it down in 3, 2, 1, recover. So So back over to that rower. Give yourself about 10 to 15 seconds stepping off of those treadmills. Taking it down to 1%. Try not to take too much time getting over to that rower. Get there early, go ahead and start rowing so you keep that heart rate high. Got about a minute till we get it started. We're going to repeat that block that we did. So again, 100 meter row followed by 10 power squats to front presses. Going up 50 meters every round. Now a little challenge here. I want you to see if you can get further than you did in that first round you did. Alright, so you got to 200, or halfway 200, so you can get all the way to 200 on this one. Everybody's strapped in, you got your medicine balls. Ready to go in about 15 seconds. So go ahead and clear that screen, hold down that on button over on the rowers. Let's do the last 3 minutes, both sides. Rowers going in 3, 2, 1, go! I really screwed up. Please come on. There you go, wait for it. Get much better with those single-legged squats. Once you're done there, you got your 10 medicine ball power squats, 2 front presses. When you get back to that rower, 150 meters. Got a minute left here on both sides. Last 30 both sides. Driving down both sides in 3, 2, 1, recover. We'll wait for moving on to the next block. If you're over on the rower, let's make our way back over to the treadmill. Anybody beat their, how far they got on that one? There you go, Alicia, nice work. So back over to that treadmill, go ahead and bring it right into base pace. Don't let your heart rate drop too low. Wait for moving on to the next block. You got 9.5 minutes on this one. We're going to start out with that single arm clean 2 press. When you're doing that, keep your shoulders length apart. Very important you keep the back straight with this one. So pinch and tuck those shoulder blades in the back. Arms going to stay straight as you come down in the squat. Use your hips to thrust the dumbbell up. You're going to keep the dumbbell nice and close to that body coming up, and then elbow high. Jump up, get under that dumbbell, and then take it right to a press. So watch me real quick on this. Coming up, taking it right to a press. Use that momentum on both parts of that movement. After that, you got your sumo goblet squat. So grabbing the dumbbell with your palms facing upwards again, keeping that back nice and straight. We're going nice and wide like a sumo wrestler with the feet. Toes pointed outward. Throw those hips back and low in that squat. Standing up all the way. Blocking out those hips up at the top. Let's start with 6 reps, going up 2 reps every round. Last one there, alternating jumping lunge. A nice big step back, even that front knee behind the toe. Jump off that front leg and then alternate back and forth. 12 reps there, option. Reverse lunge. Every time you switch, that's 1 for 12 total. So we get 9.5 minutes to work there. Ladies, let's grab